Hi everyone, it's Fatman here. So I want to welcome all of you to my channel. And on this playlist, that's Growing with Fatman, and this is going to be the first video where I'll be talking about topics that have to do with personal growth and personal development and everyday situations we find in our life. So as we go on this journey of growth, I wish all of us success. So today's topic is going to be how to deal with unexpected situations. And what do we mean by unexpected situations? Of course, from the meaning of the word unexpected, it means any situation we didn't plan for the occurrence or that situation to happen. The truth is that in life, if we can see tomorrow, definitely we are going to live differently today because we already know what is going to happen tomorrow. So there are some certain things that we will not want to do today because we already know the outcome of those things tomorrow. But in life, we cannot see tomorrow. The best we can do is to plan for tomorrow, hoping that our plans will go according to how we planned it. But we sometimes we forget that tomorrow itself has what it has in store for us, and sometimes we might not be ready or might not have planned for all those things that happened, right? And that's when we find ourselves in unexpected situations. And the thing is that sometimes unexpected situations happen positive and negatively, in the sense that, let's say, like if you win a lottery, definitely sometimes you might have gone to get a ticket, but it's not something that you entirely planned for. It's more of like a gamble. This can work, this cannot work, right? And you won the lottery. So you can find yourself in that kind of positive situations. Or when you make great friends, you just find yourself in a situation where you meet with people and they end up being lifelong acquaintances and friends and stuff like that, right? But sometimes we can find ourselves in situations where we make bad investments. We are planning, hoping it will work, and the prospects of that investment was very promising, right? But we still lost. It was an unexpected situation. We didn't plan for it. Or some relationships we had high hopes of. We have invested a lot in those relationships, but they end up putting us in heartbreak. Those are situations where we didn't plan and we are not expecting them to happen. But now what's important is how we deal with those situations, because and John Dewey said that a problem well stated is a problem half solved. So to solve anything in our life, any situation we find ourselves in, the first step in solving that problem is to state that problem and understand what that problem is. So today we are going to be talking about some certain ways in which we can deal with unexpected situations, because in life, unexpected situations are bound to happen. Why? Because of course we don't know tomorrow, we can't see tomorrow. So the first step I wrote down in dealing with such situations, right, is understanding that those situations are part of life, because we can't see tomorrow, we can't predict tomorrow accurately, right? The best we can do is to project for tomorrow. So definitely there are chances of tomorrow having things in store for us that we didn't plan for, and it happens. So it's part of life. It's not something that is just unique to all of us. Everybody goes through that. Once we understand that, then the next thing is to analyze the situation, analyze the what, the where, the when, the why, and the how of that situation. Why did it happen? What made it happen? How did it happen? So when we analyze the situation, we are getting closer in stating the problem and understanding what that whole situation is all about. Then another point is adjust your mind. Set your mind properly, because sometimes the way we deal with some of these situations is that we live in denial. We try to deny that such a situation happens, and we try to shove off the idea of such a situation, while in reality the situation is happening and we don't want to deal with it. So we should analyze and set our minds properly and understand that we need to be positive about that situation and see the best we can make out of it. I know some people will say that being positive about anything or a situation will not change that situation. But personally, sometimes I say it won't change the situation immediately, but at least being positive opens your mind up to possibilities. And when you're looking at possibilities, focusing on all the possibilities from a situation, your mind will stumble on ideas that will bring you a solution to that situation. But let's look at the other aspect. If you're not being positive and optimistic, then you become negative and pessimistic. And how will being negative and pessimistic help you when it shuts down your mindset from seeing opportunities. So here I would like us to set your minds properly, adjust your mindset towards that situation because it's already happening. So the best you can do is to try to push and see the best you can bring out of that situation, right? And another thing I wrote here is we should learn from others, right? We should learn from others because one of the great teachers, as it is popularly said, is experience. But at this point, we are experiencing the situation. So we have not experienced it enough to have enough backing to say we are very knowledgeable about the experience, right? But we can learn from many people who have gone through that and see how they have fought the situation and how they have come out of the situation. But the thing is that this part is a little bit tricky, right? Tricky in the sense that it doesn't mean you should apply everybody's solution because many people have their solution. And sometimes let's just see this as a learning curve and a period of assessment because there are many people who might have gone through the situation, right? But they have not learned from that situation enough and they have not really, let me say, fought the situation or tackle the situation well enough for you to use their same method. So the main thing you do here is to analyze, understand what other people have done and how well you can also understand and move in that situation. I believe this should be more of like a learning curve, not adapting everybody's strategy, right? Then the other part I wrote that after analyzing, you have set your mind, you have adapted, you have understood the situation, right? But knowledge without application is futile. Let me say, having a very strong mentality and attitude without backing it up with action, right, will not make any change. So on this step now, I said, plan to make the best of the situation. So after understanding it, getting all the know-how and why of the situation, plan to make the best of that situation. Use all the information you have gathered and make the best of that situation. And I believe that after getting all the information without doing anything, there will be nothing productive that will come out of the situation. So when you plan to make the best of the situation, you employ strategies and how best you can solve that process. Then the last stage I'm going to talk about is learn from it, right? Because that's when you work on you create experience and understand the experience of that situation, right? Because when you learn from it, because if you don't learn from it, it means all that event you are not growing, because growth has to do with learning. So when you learn from that situation, you grow so that tomorrow when you meet that situation or you find someone in that situation, you can be very experienced to give the person an understanding and how to plan to get out of that situation, right? So the last stage is learn from it. So from all I've said, I would like all of us to grow daily because I believe that unexpected situations are part of life, right? And we should learn to live above them with our heads high and gracefully, right? So that's what I have for today. I hope you guys enjoy what I said, and let me see in the comments what you feel about what I've said, or you have a situation and experience you have gone through and how you dealt with it, right? So I would like you all to subscribe to this channel, right? And turn on the notifications because I'll keep bringing updates on topics about everyday life that can help us grow. And yeah, check my other playlist, that's Everyday Inspiration, where I have shorter videos that inspire you on day-to-day activities. Thank you and have a nice day. Peace.